well. Not just the reclaimer of dead, derelict ships, but also efficient. And we got the toilet. We got 2 toilets here. Beats down on this one. Very cool. I love it. 2 showers, 2 toilets. Nasty. Man, this place has got to get clean. What is that? It's like red stuff on there. We got to clean out that space mold, man. All right. Go out of the crew quarters. Let's check out the captain quarters across the hall. So this is kind of cool. I like this. So, like, this is not like the nicest captain quarters I've seen. The Starfarer probably has nicer captain quarters than this. It's a shinier, nicer looking ship. We've got space to put the captain's booze and trophies and awards and stuff like that. We've got computers, readouts. He's got his own area to get food so he doesn't have to eat with the low-life crew. To maintain his rank, we've got some more lockers, nothing cool in there. Captain's quarters has got his own view, the outside as well. I guess these are benches, yeah. Like multi-function thing. Then he's got his own bunk here. I wonder if that's a window. That'd actually be kind of cool if you could open that window and see outside the ship. I bet you can. What's this? Got another like little locker here. Got his own private toilets. Again, fake mirror. These images crack me up. Got the shower going. And then his uniform stuff is over here. I don't know if I can... No, can't open this one, but he's got uniforms and whatnot. So I like that. Captain's quarters is cool. I love these, like, just vents and stuff coming along the ceiling here. Just high pressure. Okay. Bet. Like the fire system or something. It's kind of like... So this looks like this is battle damage state. It looks like maybe they turned on a few battle damage states when setting up this ship, because that fire is, like, burning right onto some important electrical wires there. Probably not what it's meant to be doing. This is the airlock section of the ship, so we're kind of towards the aft section. So if I want to, I'm not going to do it, but basically, I think these doors should be closing behind me. They're not right now, but if I open this one, then we'll go out into space. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But yeah, we got our space suits here. Looks super freaking cool. So I guess if for whatever reason you're not wearing your suit while you're on the ship, you can put them on there and then go out. So we got multiple airlocks. I assume this is probably a pressurization room.
Yes, that was a big ship. I will watch a bit more, but not record it all.
That we're in right now. I just don't think they have the pressurization mechanics in the game yet, or whatever. Can I close this door? All right, there we go. Come in, Come here, door. Ah, screw it. I'm not going to mess with it. All right, we've got a subdeck down here. Now, I've gotten stuck on the subdeck before, not able to get up. I want to show it to you guys, but I'll save it to the end of the tour, because if I get stuck down there, then you'll never see the rest of the ship. But there's a really cool reactor room. Now, this is the second elevator of the ship. This is a big old cargo elevator. It's got room for cargo pallets. Big elevator shaft. You can see we can put a lot in here. So, you know what? Let's start with the top of the ship. We'll go up to the salvage balcony. We got multiple floors here, guys. Again, so much detail. I love the lighting in here, too. All right, now with this, you got to be quick, because you can fall off this elevator. Watch. See those things go up? If you get caught on the outside, you'll fall down the elevator shaft. Totally didn't learn that one the hard way. Yes. So this is the salvage.
I have to look my YouTube upload, so short commercial break.
One year ago, our lives were shattered. But we have not forgotten. united in the face of the Vandal threat. We have dedicated ourselves to creating the universe we have always wanted. A safe and secure UEE for all. Thanks to your continued support in the sale of war bonds, the UEE is proud to announce the Militia Mobilization Initiative, authorizing the sale of certain military-grade ships to ensure that civilian militias are properly equipped to defend the Empire in times of need. We will ensure a brighter future for our children. At the forefront of that effort is RSI's newest ship, the Polaris. Combining devastating firepower and searing speed, the Polaris-class corvette is effective against a wide variety of aggressors and scenarios. From delivering humanitarian aid to tactical operations, the Polaris's ability will make it an essential part of any fleet for years to come. But the Polaris is only the tip of the spear for this grand initiative. A full line of other ships are now available for a limited time. And to support faster mobilization and operational effectiveness, fleet formations are being offered in discounted pre-designed ship teams. So stand in solidarity with the brave men and women who put their lives on the line and join them in protecting the dream that is the UEE. Answer the call today.
Yes. I'm back and my upload is still running. Yes. That was a very big ship, and we are not seeing it all yet.
I guess if you need to like look at the top of some salvage.
Yes, it's 3:30 in the night. But you go and follow and subscribe. Oh no. Because I think I need to reboot my computer.
Vi har fyldt hylderne med små priser. Kig forbi Fakta
I think
og kom med
about
godt tilbud i kurven.
20 minutes. No, we have some arrows, some crash. Yes. But where did I find this? Yes, I did find this video somewhere. I saw the link. Yes. Mustang Alpha version 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, tattoo advancing, and welcome to a ship review. Now today we are taking a look at the Mustang Alpha. Now this has had a rework, so I'm calling it V2. It's nothing like the original one. It's a totally different ship, if you have to be fair. I think the idea of the ship still exists, but it's different in every way. But saying that, I believe it's definitely an upgrade on the original ship, because if you put one of the old ones against this, side by side, I'm pretty confident most of you will probably pick this ship, but let me know in the comments on what you think. So, where do we start? There's quite a few bits to go through on this. Like I said, it's pretty much a totally new ship. You can see the weapons on the front there. Cockpit seat, glass, nice glass canopy. It's got this nose thing on the end, which they probably could have reduced down a little bit. This is the CitizenCon variant. It's exactly the same. It's not a variant. It's just a skin, sorry. Wheels there. The carriage actually all folds up inside. Quite animated, this ship as well. All the wings fold out. All these little doors close. Everything folds up. So once it's actually in flight, it does look quite nice. We could have a look at that when we jump in. The wings, obviously. I imagine this is going to be pretty decent for carrying these in sort of larger ships, because having the ability to put the wings down obviously saves on space. And you can fly with the wings down, i.e. in landing mode. You can't go over a set speed. I like the materials. They're pretty decent. Looks a bit dirty. I'm surprised it started dirty. Should really start clean, really, shouldn't it? Would have thought. Maybe it's because I've been using it. Inside the arms there, you can see the hydraulic rams that pull the... Are there any locking pins? I suppose them things there are the locking pins. Surely it's not just the ram that holds that in. Gone all out with the detail here. Look at the rear as well, eh? Sharper lines on this one. Sits quite nice as well. I like the fact that the landing legs are quite high up. It's a little bit more forgiving when you land as well, because all these rocks and everything around the place. You could probably land in the middle of a rock, couldn't you? Which is handy. And the belly of the ship sits quite high as well, so quite forgiving. The other thing it's got, because it does come with cargo, 6 units, this one, is you've actually got the ability to, there it is. How cool is this? Look at this, look. There's your cargo. No doubt one of the main reasons they had to rework the ship, because in the previous one I couldn't imagine where you were going to get that huge box in. It was supposed to clip underneath, wasn't it? That was the original. The original one just had like a little clip thing underneath that just clipped that box in. But this one, you can't even tell it's there once it folds up, look. Pretty cool, eh? It makes the ship continually look nice and has the ability to carry cargo, rather than you fly around with this huge box strapped to the bottom of the ship. And the other disadvantage, obviously, with having the box on the bottom, once your sort of low-level ground clearance is a lot lower. So there one more time. You can open this and close this also from the cockpit area as well. Pretty decent, eh? Now clearly with the other variants, if you don't have the cargo, you've got interior space and so on. Really animated, isn't it? You've got the legs, you've got this box, you've got all the folding wings. I think they had to do this. I think they've got to make these starter ships a little bit more interesting. Particularly all the base starter ships, I think. Definitely made this one a contender for a super cool ship, isn't it? If I had to pick a starter ship, probably be this one, you know. Jump inside. You can see the huge canopy it's got. Now, clearly, it looks like it's got loads of space behind it, but if you have one of the other ones where it's got interior space, and I'll do a review on them shortly anyway. So you can do a few options here. Obviously, you can open the ladder. Pretty cool. Open the canopy. Open canopy is quite a... You will use this. Open canopy only, i.e. when you're flying around doing missions in the PU, or later on when it goes live, the ability to open the canopy and just EVA out and leave the ship there, and then come back and just get back straight in the cockpit seat, because you don't want to be coming up the steps when you're in EVA, clearly. You want to be just coming in through the canopy, and that's the reason why it's like that. Always preferred the ones where you can get out from the canopy, to be fair, than run round the back, come out the back door. And a little bit slow with them ones. If you've got to get away quickly, You want to just better get in the seat and fly off, not, open the airlock door, run through, get around the chair, get in the chair, power on. Time to take off is a lot slower. Not with this one though. And this is one of the reasons I've always liked the M50, because it's very similar in some ways. You can just jump in and off you go. So here we are inside. Pretty decent. I know there's a few little things that need fixing on this. One of them is the jump computer. The circle does get in the way a little bit. One of the things I do like is this. How cool is this? I think this is probably one, actually I think it is the best display. I really like that, rather than having all the small ones. The only thing I probably would have changed, and it's only a small thing, I would have rather been like about here. So that not zoomed view, right? So about there. I'll tell you why, because that small bit makes quite a difference, because it hires the centre pip. Because at the moment, you can see where it is. It'd probably be better if it was about there. And your view was a bit lower. It's a bit low at the moment. That's where it sets at the moment. In a minute, just about here. But what you do gain is clearly just an amazing view, isn't it? I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? You're doing some missions. This is going to help you, dare I say, it would be quite a good flight trainer as well, wouldn't it? If you want to practice flying, landing, you've got great vision. Can't see through the floor. You do have an eject. You can open and close everything from here and lock it, obviously. And then you've got your power on and so on. This just looks super sharp, doesn't it? I like this. Obviously, you can interact with all these and change all these settings and so on. And you get some information here as well on the UI. Needs a little bit of adjusting. I think it just needs adjusting for the ship, that's all. Overall, pretty impressed. I think we're flight ready anyway, so let's go into flight ready. Okay, that was a little bit odd, but either way. So, you can see from the outside. Zoom out a little bit here, we can't do a massive amount, but let's have a look from the rear first of all, and we'll put this, the landing. We want to see the legs as well, don't we? Cool, them legs really wind up, don't they? In fact, I think we're going to have a look underneath. I really like the fact that everything folds away. It's just nice and neat, nice and clean, well put together. Just do that again. Wow, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And we'll just pan around the front as well and have a look around from the front. Just about here. You can barely tell where the wheel comes out. It's really well put together, isn't it? This is years and years, well literally years and years of Star Citizen getting better and better at putting these ships together. Really well done. I think there's lots of reasons to like the ship, absolutely. So what's it like to fly it?
Yes, super nice ship. Robbery, that's mining gameplay. Lauraville, Adventure 2. And this is more of his constellation. I think I have too many windows open. Lorville gameplay. We have to. Oh, I have too much open.
Nice. Lots of locations to try out here, but one at a time, eh? You can see there at the top, look, you've got my fuel and then the required as well, so nothing for this ship. Downside is obviously when you get to the other end, it does take you a lot longer to get down to the planet. Let's spool up and get on the way. So far, the performance has actually been pretty decent in here. I haven't seen any glaring issues. I know a couple of people have had some issues on Hurston, but they haven't directly affected me. So far for me, running around, the FPS is really good. Let's go down to about 50, 60 every now and again. Now I'll probably edit a bit of this out in the video because you don't really want to be sitting here for 6 minutes watching me jump. But if you take note, in the centre of the screen, the blue writing, you can see how quick it is counting down. So that'll give you a little bit of indication on how long it takes to get there. Probably sort of basically work it out yourself. And also you can compare that to one of your other ships to see how it fares out. So we're nearly there, very close now. Here we are, Hurston. Really gives you a bit of perspective on how big Star Citizen's going to be. If you've got 110 of these systems, to get to one side to the other, minus the wormholes, is going to take, I don't know, weeks, what do you reckon? It'll take a long time, isn't it? Because you've got to find stops on the way. I don't know if there's one ship that can make it the whole way across, which I actually very much doubt it. Now we do have a little bit of a flight down. Once again, it's always a bit painful when you're in a bigger ship as well because the acceleration is so slow. Lorville, here we come. Probably do some exterior shots as well and have a look from the outside just to get a bit closer. Going to be quite a few people here. This is the main area at the moment where most people are going to be visiting, I imagine. Bit of an outside view there. Absolutely massive. It is challenging to land here, unfortunately, at the moment, because all the pads are not actually working. Here we are at Lorville. Now you can see all the landing markers there. I have tried to hail the guy, so I'm going to try that again. There is a queue at the moment because I think there's quite a few people waiting to land. The weird thing about it is there looks like there's loads of pads free, but once again it's the hangars. I don't know why they just don't do away with the hangars and just make them pads. It makes it so much easier. Getting out the hangar is a pain and getting in is a pain. If it was just that square block there could just be one pad. Well, there's some good and bad news. I did have quite a severe crash landing. I went in one of the hangar doors, there was someone in there, sort of landed, went a bit wrong. The good news is, I actually spawned here. Great news. Saved me a bit of time, I think, didn't it? So here we are. This is where you spawn. This is a bit better than Levski, isn't it? You get a toilet here as well. Nice. What else we got? God, this is really detailed in here. It's almost like my room, isn't it? Either that or someone's left all their belongings behind. Some cleaner there.